Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line. Mike, 45. I got him.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
27 yards there, a first down.
But simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short game. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Here's Newton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Newton throwing complete to Samuel. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Telvin Smith, he was 3rd in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop your whining.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Ryan. Dancing to his left. Jones has it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Tuesday.
To throw again is Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
It's a game of three.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Newton will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To throw is Newton. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. Newton now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. Now Cam, option left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. line, going to give it to Freeman. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Gun.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, it's Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Stocker's got it, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it.
And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Complete to Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
First down.
Down. Ready. Back 25.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Ready. Watch the run. Watch the run. 21.
On second and 11 now. Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ready, 280. 280.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This one out quickly to Westbrook. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Westbrook. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Newton. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin to... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Caught by Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 1, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Newton now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. Check, 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 check.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. He completes it to Westbrook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 15-yard line.
Put it. Look at that, ready?
45. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Jack.
Ready?
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. The open man is Westbrook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He wasn't
It's a
there.
gain of 8. Brings up
Ready?
3rd and 2.
Come on, QB. Come on.
Ready?
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Hogan, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Let's go. Put him on it. Put him on it. 45 to mine. On the army. On the army.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them. They hint them.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So we recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And an alley to run. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
First down, Atlanta.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Ryan. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Exit. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm here all day.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Newton. Forced out to his left. He's going to take it, and he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
They can't stop you, son.
Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Crunch time, defense. Slam, slam. Jim.
Gun.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Newton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. He'll return it from the 6. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 41-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ryan to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
Back 25. 54
miles. I got you, son.
Ready to go.
Now Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Throwing now is Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 31.
Get a 3.
45. Ricky.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
A loss of a yard.
Ready?
It's
Get it.
3rd and 13.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.